In this tutorial, we're going to talk a little bit about string generators and how you can use them to take values from other attributes and then pass them through text shapes. Using this example as we're outputting the X and Y position here of each one of these triangles and passing that into a text shape, which is obviously tracking as it moves around in a duplicator. So let's get started. Start with a fresh scene. So we've literally just got a text shape, and we've just got 0, 0 manually entered in there at the moment. Then we've got our triangle. Okay, so what we need to do is pass some values into this text shape. But before we do that, let's just duplicate the shape. So I'm going to select the group here, which contains the triangle and the text shape, and holding down Alt, I'm just going to hit the duplicator, or click on the duplicator, sorry, up the top there. And for this, we need a point distribution. And now all these points are on top of each other. Let's give it 20 points. But in order to spread them out, let's add a noise to the shape position here. So I'm just going to right click, add behavior, and then pick noise. Now let's enter sort of minimum values of -400 and maximum of 400. So we're sort of spread out there. And I won't go into this, but just for this tutorial, we just need to go into the advanced. So I've just right clicked on the top here, go advanced, and then uncheck use position. I'll put some details about that in the comments or in the info. So you can see we've just got this sort of swarm of triangles now moving around. In fact, let's just drop the speed down a bit just so we can see what's going on. Obviously, number's not doing anything at the moment just because we haven't told it to. So what we need to do here is add something called a string generator. So we can do that two ways. We can hit Command or Control full stop to bring up the panel here, and if we type generator, you can see we get string generator there. The other thing we can do, if we want to create this and get it connected at the same time to the text, we can just hit the plus, string generator, and we're away. Okay. Now you can see that this is, at the moment, the generator is set to value. We've got various different string generators in here, set to value, and so that's passing that number through to each one. Because we want to pass two different outputs into the string here, we can't do that on one value generator. So we're going to use a different generator called a formatted text generator, and this allows us to take several inputs and to build a string, to format our own string. So by default, this has, in the formatted string, we've got hashtag, open curly brackets, 0, close curly brackets. And the number here within the curly brackets is referencing the string here. So we can see this is saying hashtag Cavalry app, which is being output here. If we change this to, let's say, dot, and let's do that at, you can see that updates there. Okay, so for the sake of this tutorial, let's call this X. We'll put a colon and a space. And then rather than having this text, we actually want a value here. And we want the value from the shape position on the duplicator. Now, because this is a string, this cannot accept a value or numbers. So we need to add another string generator. Now, this one we do want as a value. Let's have 2 decimal points for precision, and let's just have no padding. Okay, so now all we need to do is take shape position X and plug that in, or connect that to number. And as you can see, that's working. I've just got a couple of objects here just to show you the center. So you can see that we've got 0, 0 in Cavalry is right in the middle of your composition. So you can see everything to the right is a positive value and everything to the left is a negative value. Okay, so and as we play back, you can see that they're updating and changing as they move across the center there. So we now need to do exactly the same thing, but this time for position Y. Now we need another string to add, so let's click add here, and we've got our string here. Obviously nothing's changed, but we need to actually tell the formatted string to reference index 1 here. So I'm going to type comma space Y colon space curly bracket 1 end curly bracket. Now again, we've got the Y bit, but we haven't got anything in 1 because we haven't connected anything in here. So let's do exactly the same thing. Add a string generator. And then we want to, again, find our duplicator. And this time we want position Y going into the number. And again, let's just set that to 2 and 0. As you can see, we've got the Y values here. This is a negative. We're a negative. We're below the center line. Positive, 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 positive. And as we hit play, you can see that's doing its thing. So yeah, there's lots of different generators you can play with here. Just a couple there just to get you started. The formatted text is really useful in terms of generating your own custom strings and bringing in several inputs. Anyway, hope that's been useful. See you soon.